Hi, Chef Joe with Healthy Kids Inc. and today we're going to be making our arugula pesto with chicken. So the first thing we want to do, we've got some pasta that's accompanying this dish and we want to get it cooking. We also have some beans that are going in the pasta water during the last few minutes of cooking time for the pasta. So those will just get a quick blanch in that case. So we're going to go in with our pasta. We're using a small pasta. Any pasta here would work though. If you have a favorite, you can use it at home. We're using a smaller pasta, but if you wanted to use fettuccine or spaghetti or anything like that, that would work just fine as well. Okay, so now we want to move over to our other cutting board and we're going to make our arugula pesto real quick. Okay, so we're ready to begin making our pesto. First things first, we want to go in with our lemon juice. Use about a tablespoon of lemon zest. We have some toasted pine nuts. We have some parsley. We also have baby arugula. We've already put salt and pepper and a little bit of oil in the bottom. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil over the top too. And we also have Parmesan cheese. Okay. Pulse this up. Okay, we've got our nice bright green pesto here. I'm just going to place this in a bowl. Okay, we're ready to move back over to the stove. Okay, so at this point, we have our 3 chicken breasts, which we've pounded out here on a non-stick mat, or you could use a little bit of aluminum foil. We've seasoned this with a little bit of salt and pepper. And now we're going to introduce our pesto. I'm going to do a spoonful on each of these. I'm going to bake these off in a 375 degree oven until they reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Just taking the back of a wooden spoon and spreading my pesto over the top of my chicken. Okay, we're ready to pop these into our oven now. All right. I'm going to make sure that you just occasionally give your pasta a stir. That's about what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and drop our green beans in. They're just going to take a couple of minutes to quickly cook. Okay, you've got that bright color coming from our green beans. It's a very good indicator to know that they are basically at that point blanched. So we're going to take this off the stove now and drain it. Threw a couple of pieces of lemon in there because we had to zest a lemon for this dish anyway, and that just adds a little bit to the flavor of the pasta. All right, this can set aside. Just grating a little bit of Parmesan cheese. All right, we're gonna fold that in and it'll melt away just about instantly. Okay, that's lovely, that's what we're looking for. Okay, at this point we're ready to pull our chicken from the oven. We're gonna set this here and allow it to cool. The next step is we've turned our oven on to broil. We have our tomatoes here. Season them with a little bit of salt and pepper on top. I'm gonna top each one with a layer of panko breadcrumbs. Just patting it down just to ensure that they stick. All right. I'm going to spray the tops of these. You want to spray it well just until you see the breadcrumbs start to change color a little bit. And that way you know that they're saturated. They're going to brown up and get nice and golden brown for us. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more seasoning over the top. These are going to get hit with some pesto to start, just enough to kind of incorporate a little bit of that flavor because we're going to finish it off with the pesto. I'm going to move our rack up real quick, and then we're going to place these under the broiler until they're nice and golden brown. Okay, we're going to let these broil. We'll come back and take a look at those in just a minute. Okay, we pulled our tomatoes from the oven. Transfer these over to a cooler sheet. All right, so at this point, all that's left to do is to plate this up, and we'll show you the finished product in just a couple of minutes.